Obviously, I've had 3 easy fights as a pro, so I'll be itching for some real action. One of Floyd's 30 bodyguards got a clean shot of me in the eye. Respect.
A quick message to Floyd Mayweather's bodyguard. Well done! Yes! Well done! We salute you, sir! This is just sad. This is honestly just pathetic to watch. Normally I would rip into Jake Paul just for existing as a guy more nauseating than a dose of hemorrhoids. And trust me, I will speak about him here. But starting off, Floyd Mayweather, what happened to you? Hello, welcome back to the Irish Guy channel. Slap a big fat subscribe if you want this channel to grow. Come on lads, you know what? Let's target 100,000 subscribers by Christmas. If this happens, then lads, I promise you, I will eat my Christmas dinner in an actual swamp. Anyway, back into the video and I promise you, this isn't a boxing channel. I'm not trying to be Chael Sonnen if Chael Sonnen looked like a microwave foot. But it's just, internet celebrity boxing is the only thing that's happening right now. So I'm sorry, I guess we're back again. Looking at the Paul brothers doing their level best to disrespect the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd, why are you doing this? I know he loves a fat payday, but back in 2017, he was stood on stage in front of an 80,000 people crowd, being told that he couldn't read. I'm sorry lads, but when a former plumber from Crumlin is questioning your literacy ability, that's embarrassing. It's like someone at Norwich sneering at you for marrying your cousin. Part of what made McGregor's superstar was his dry wit. So dragging Floyd around the globe on a nightly comedy roast, it was just unfair. How was Floyd going to be able to compete with him when he's not even able to read his goddamn post? The best comebacks he could spit out were calling him Mr. Tap Out. Oh yeah, and calling him a microwaved meal. He even wished him a happy birthday. It was just sad to watch.
Today's your birthday. As a gentleman, I want to say happy birthday. I wish you many more.
It's like seeing the slow kid at school get bullied, but at least that was against an actual fighter, so there was a shred of credibility there. But now, Mayweather has sold out so far to the point that now he's willing to let internet stars, guys whose career revolve around £100 million view diss tracks, he's willing to let them take the utter piss out of him.
We got 2 fake fighters. We got 2 fake fighters.
Hey, the only thing that's fake on this stage is Floyd's hairline.
Look at Floyd, the guy is so utterly out of his depth doing trash talk. And it's so sad, he's trying to channel the ghost of McGregor by wearing the goddamn Irish flag.
Are you reading from the teleprompter? But one thing that I do.
Oh no, you can't read.
Oh Logan, McGregor made that joke back in 2017. Are you really just gonna recycle another man's content? But McGregor also called Floyd a Malteser with eyeballs. Probably best not to use that one though. Christ, did I actually call McGregor witty? That's the type of ignorant insult you might come out with when your brain is held together by sellotape.
We kick ass. That's one thing that we do. We kick ass. That's one thing I do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
No, not you, Logan. You're not involved in this. We've established after the KSI fight that you definitely do not kick ass.
Who's the last guy you knocked out?
Again, Logan, who was the last guy you knocked out? Who was it? Probably a dead rat. You know, when you tasered him with a gun. Oh lads, this is disappointing. Just a bit lackluster. Neither man really looked like he wanted to be there. And when the place is filled with just 3 cameramen, 7 reporters and a handful of yes men, oh, you'd find a better atmosphere than an abandoned graveyard. Good grace, it was like some subpar rap battle in the local playground. Just, oh no lads. Listen, as a YouTuber melt myself, I should be delighted with how easy the Paul brothers are making it look. I should be thrilled that these internet wet wipes can just march in at the top of boxing and suddenly command fights with one of the greatest to ever live. But really, this just makes the sport of boxing look like a glorified clown circus. What's next? If the internet continues to infiltrate the highest levels of sport, then what's next? Are we going to see PewDiePie line up in front for Barcelona? Are we about to see Bazinga line out as a hooker for England at the next Rugby World Cup? Is Cal Freezy about to compete in the Grand National as a horse? Haha. Anyway, here's the meat of the story. It wasn't Big Brother Logan clunkily referring to Floyd's felonious past, awkwardly standing there like a fan begging for a selfie. No, the one that's made all the headlines across the globe today is something Jake did.
Do you lift? Hey bro, do you lift?
So many times, you know,
Bro, do you lift? Do you lift though?
Yeah, here we have Jake Paul going full Vitaly. Don't worry lads, there's a happy ending coming. He soon gets punched in the teeth, okay? One of those bodyguards is about to give him a damn black eye, alright? It ends well. Even this, you can just see that Jake is a jealous little kid who's annoyed that all the attention isn't on him.
oh man, this is gonna be easy. Dirty ass
Have your shoes untied.
This is a grown man turning up to an adult boxing press conference to untie Floyd's shoe. Really? What are you gonna do next? Steal his lunch money? Untying shoes and stealing hats. Just playground bully stuff? What's next? Break into Floyd's hotel room and raid through his sock drawer? Maybe flush his toothpaste down the toilet? These are such minor, petty, childish indiscretions. Something you might have done at camp. Untying shoelaces. What, are you 11 years old? Honestly, Floyd should have just made like a donkey and kicked him square in the teeth. Maybe then he'd have regretted his decisions when he was coughing up molars into his lasagna that night.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bug.
Get Al Hammond.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I need Al Hammond.
Let me call Al Hammond.
I'm my
Let's
own
make it
boss.
happen.
I'm my own
One
boss.
night. Got your hat. Got your hat. Got your hat.
Gotcha hat. This is boxing. Listen, Jay coming face to face with Floyd Mayweather, he probably thought he was coming across as a big hard man, showing the size of his ball bag, right?
Got your hat. Don't disrespect me.
Well, here, it looks like he's just Draco Malfoy crying in the bathroom. Listen, Floyd is a man who usually keeps his cool. He's a seasoned professional who's gone through about 50 different pressers. Good critics, apparently it was written into his contract with McGregor that when the Irishman went with him to tour the world, that if he were to touch him, just lay one finger in him, then the fight would be flushed down the toilet. That's why Dana White followed McGregor around like his goddamn babysitter. And yet, in Toronto, McGregor broke the contract by calling him a peanut and caressing his skull like a bowling ball. But the guy didn't flinch. He could have. Again, he just wished him a happy birthday. Floyd is supposed to have ice cold blood running through his veins, but here, this was his kryptonite apparently. Steal his hat and suddenly he acts like a heavily pregnant cow, rampaging through the stadium and threatening to kill Jake Paul, as if that would be some sort of achievement. What is it about supposed macho men overreacting to have their hats pinched off their head? Don't forget, Jake Paul wasn't the first guy willing to die for a hat.
But he's now in a situation where he can't win. I told this to you. I told this to you, didn't I? Do you know what I mean?
And he went off looking like he was about to commit a double homicide. With Floyd, why did he react so badly? Okay, yes, his haircut makes him look like an elderly sheep, but still, what should have happened here? Jake steals his hat and then runs away like a child who still writes Santa letters. With Floyd just standing there and shrugging his shoulders, that should have happened. That would have been the ultimate power move, befitting a man who has nothing left to prove in boxing. When you've beaten 50 professional fighters, lifted belts, made more money than anyone else, then allowing yourself to get riled by a YouTube kid for nothing more than stealing your hat. Floyd, you've taken a massive L here. It's like on Halloween. If a bunch of 13-year-olds call to your house and steal one of your doormats, are you then gonna chase them across the lawn with a stick? No, just close the door and go back to bed. Oh lads, how did it come to this? Go back to February 2018 when KSI called out Jake Paul and this happened.
Yo, it's over, bro.
And you know it.
And you know it.
That might just be the campest 5 seconds I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen Elton John in concert. Okay, no I haven't actually, but still. Here is little rich boy Jake, who's probably close to passing out on the side of Floyd Mayweather.
Certain skills you need to know, certain things you need to know.
Bob and weave.
You gotta bob and weave, bob and use that weave. So I got you. Don't worry
At the
about
weave,
that.
baby.
Good Christ, you even seen Floyd ruffle his hair. You know, like he's a little child queuing up for some ice cream. As soon as Floyd touched him, I wouldn't be surprised if little Jakey started foaming at the mouth.
Yo, what you think about this? What's going down?
I know you finna fight. It could be a boxing match. It could be an MMA fight.
That's right.
But it doesn't matter. It's a fight.
That's right.
You know, I'm his manager. I'm his trainer.
That's right.
For those of you who don't know, no, Floyd Mayweather did not train Jake Paul for his fight with Deji. I'm pretty sure Floyd would rather swallow a flower pot than waste his time with that clown show. I'm sorry, fighting Deji, a 5'7" lump of Doritos with the stamina of a constipated sloth. You didn't really need a trainer for that. Although I think, wasn't it Shannon Briggs? You know, the boxing's answer to the goddamn mountain? A fella who's been hit so many times in the face, I'm pretty sure his brain now resembles an undercooked pizza. Okay, don't let anyone fool you. Right now, Logan Paul probably utterly despises his little brother. I know they're training together in Puerto Rico, but think about it. Logan is currently preparing for an historic once-in-a-lifetime event. The biggest moment of his life, and all the media can talk about right now are the actions of his little brother. He's literally having his thunder ripped clean out of his hands. Right now, nobody is talking about Logan Paul. This is his moment, and all the world can talk about is Jake. The very fact he came in to call out Floyd for a fight at Logan's thing. What kind of sniveling brother is this? And we all thought Liam Gallagher was supposed to be bad because he threw some bananas at Noel. But this is just, it's pretty shameless. This is like Ryan Giggs type brother behavior. Yeah, right now Logan Paul is being made to look like goddamn Roderick Giggs. And what's more, this is embarrassing. Logan seemed to want to do this fight in a respectful way.
You down to fight me?
You a real fighter? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fighter.
The thing is, you know who I am, but I don't know who you are.
I know you're lying for a fact. Floyd, I've been in your gym so many times. You've been there, we shook hands. I say, hey, what's up? You say, hey, what's up?
That don't mean I know who you are.
What about that FaceTime call signals that Logan had zero respect for the man, or even wanted to steal his hat? Nothing. And yet now, through no fault of his own, the whole world is now on Floyd's side. And this is a guy who was once given a 1-year suspended jail sentence for domestic abuse. So when people are on his side, that's how you know you've done something stupid as a family. On one hand though, you have to commend this quick thinking business narrative. Jake stole his hat about 12 hours ago, right? Well, now he's already flogging hoodies for 45 quid. I think that just sums up YouTube commercialism. Some people spend months, even years, trying to find the right design to honor their fans. Clearly the Paul team needed just 9 minutes to slap 2 words on a hoodie and demand 50 quid each.
Jake Paul got under Floyd's skin worse than Conor ever could. I think it's time to admit Jake isn't trying to be like Conor McGregor. He is the new Conor McGregor.
Please, someone hold my hair because right now, I'm about to get sick in the toilet.